So what was Anakin thinking when he had just donned the Vader helmet and realized he was the one responsible for the death of his wife, Padme Amidala? An explanation for this can be found in the Revenge of the Sith novelization. The novel is really cool because as Anakin is being turned into Vader, we get to dive into his head and hear some of his thoughts in real time. Our passage will pick up right after Palpatine tells Anakin that he killed Padme in his anger. This burns hotter than the lava had. No, it is not possible. You loved her. You will always love her. You could never will her death, never. But you remember all of it. You remember the dragon that you brought Vader forth from your heart to slay. You remember the cold venom in Vader's blood. You remember the furnace of Vader's fury and the black hatred of seizing her throat to silence her lying mouth. And there's one blazing moment in which you finally understand there was no dragon, there was no Vader, that there was only you, only Anakin Skywalker, that it was all you, is you, only you. You did it, you killed her. You killed her because finally when you could have saved her, when you could have gone away with her, when you could have been thinking about her, you were thinking about yourself. It is in this blazing moment that you finally understand the trap of the dark side, the final cruelty of the Sith, because now yourself is all you will ever have. So this passage actually really helps us understand something that I've always wondered, and that is, why didn't Vader just kill Palpatine? Clearly Palpatine was the reason that his entire life had just unfolded and been destroyed. If it wasn't for Palpatine, Padme would probably still be alive. But it's this realization and this moment that Vader, Anakin, has the sinking realization that it was all his own decisions that had led him down the path of the dark side and ultimately to the death of his wife Padme. Sure, Palpatine played a role in it, but Anakin knew deep down that it was his fault that Padme was dead. Sure, he could retaliate and kill Palpatine out of anger, but Palpatine was also all he had left other than himself. From this moment on, Vader's existence is one of self-loathing and hatred for himself. He doesn't let Anakin Skywalker exist anymore. It is only Darth Vader. It's not until Luke Skywalker senses the good in him that Vader even acknowledges that Anakin Skywalker is still deep beneath the Vader suit. This is what makes Vader such a complicated and tragic character. It's because we see his fall to the dark side. We see him go from the loving young boy on Tatooine to ultimately the tragic dark lord of the Sith. So this brings up kind of a debate that I want to see if we can get started here in the comment section. But who do you think was more at fault for Padme's death? Was it Darth Sidious for manipulating Anakin into falling to the dark side of the Force, or was it Anakin himself for making the decisions that led ultimately to the fall of the Jedi and Padme's death? Let me know in the comments below. Have a great rest of your day, and may the Force be with you.